Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Skrunkly Podcast. We're back once again for episode number 2. I'm Ryan, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Tim. Wonderful. Maddie.
Hello.
Manny.
Howdy.
And Emily.
Hi.
And you know what? We're really happy to have you here. We're really joyous to be here today. This definitely is our first take, first try, flawless every time.
Yep.
But you know what? This is the Skrunkly Podcast. You know what it's all about. We're all about funny little things, funny little critters. And you know what? The critter for this week is the anteater. Think about that little dinosaur dude. Think about it.
Love it. Love
Tim,
it.
give us some spit facts about the anteater.
Okay. Did you know that anteaters have wings?
Incorrect.
That's what we're starting with.
It's just
No,
not
I'm
true.
just kidding. I'm just having a little bit of a goof, a little bit of a gaffe. But did you know that anteaters actually do not have teeth?
I don't believe
How do
you.
they chew the ants?
They have baleen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
How do
whale.
they do that? Well, I don't know. I don't have the answer for that, except I do. It's actually because they crunch them up in their mouth with their little tongues.
Tungies.
Yeah, they just tongue them to death. And they're
Are they
dead.
related to like giraffes in
and-
any way?
Definitely not.
That's a
But
good
did you
question.
know anteater pregnancies last for 190 days?
That's how long?
Someone do the
Isn't that
math.
beautiful?
Someone do the math. I'm not going
That's
to.
a long time.
That's rough. That's a little over almost 7 months, I think.
Oh.
90
Damn.
days is 3 months.
Right.
So
and that's 90
100 and-
times 2
109 is what you said?
is 90.
Oh,
One-
never mind.
190.
Yeah, you goofy little character.
So yeah,
Sorry.
so it's a little
I
over
thought you said
a little
109.
it's a little over 6 months,
I'm
which is
stupid.
not a long time, but it's also kind of a long time. You think about it in anteater years, that's like a year they're pregnant for.
Anteater years. Everything I reference will be in anteater years now.
First thing, how long do anteaters live?
14 years.
Okay.
Yeah, about
About 14
15
years.
and 25 in captivity.
Oh wow.
Typically.
And then also, how many babies did they have at one time?
I think that's one. I think it's like probably one.
Oh man, dude, I'm going through the Wikipedia. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
That's our Wikipedia sound.
I don't know. Looks like they could pump out like 4.
Oh no.
What?
Okay, so their digestive system pump out 4. Why do you say it like that?
They lay 4 eggs at a time.
No.
That's right.
They fly up about 100 meters into the air with because of their wings, and they drop their eggs like nuclear missiles onto the ground. They're super hard. They do not crack.
Yeah.
And then they hatch almost immediately, and they are fully formed, fully sized anteaters, and they will fly away and do the exact same thing. They're reproducing at a rapid rate. We need to stop them. We need to stop the anteaters, okay?
Okay, you got a little bit farther, but let's not forget when they get up in the air like that, they have just spectacular precision with their aim. They just, into
Yeah,
the
with their
nest.
tongue.
No,
Their tongue is
no,
actually
like shooting
over
the eggs into the
150
nest.
feet long, coiled up inside them like tape, and they just pick out ants from the sky.
That's real.
Wow.
That's real.
Did you know anteaters can be lesbians?
Wow.
That's kinda
Me too.
With those tongues?
We're not surprised.
Damn.
There he is.
Holy
Get him out of
shit.
here! Get him out!
Speaking of eating bugs, I had a horrible experience today. So I'm sitting on the couch eating popcorn, as one does when they're bored on a Saturday by themselves and waiting for plans that would never happen. That's another story. And I was looking at Snapchat, because they have those little, I guess, video brand. I don't know, like social
They're
media
like
brands
promoted
where they
stories.
just promoted stories where they take people's TikToks and like YouTube videos and then profit off of them with like 1 million ads between like every
1 million.
3 seconds. So I see one and it's an ASMR one. I like ASMR a little bit.
Whack.
I don't know why. It's intriguing.
No.
I like the eating ASMR. I don't like the people who like click on their mics and they're like, that's fucking weird.
Rub their makeup
Unless
brushes all over it.
Yeah. It's like, whoom, whoom.
Ugh.
But no, I like the eating ones for some reason. And so I saw one. It was a girl. She had like a bunch of clear, like aesthetically pleasing foods in front of her. It was like clear and white. And so I clicked on it because like one of the things that she had in her mouth was like a jelly unicorn horn. I was like, that looks cool. I want to see what's going on there. So I click on it. First thing that pops up, motherfucking roaches.
Ugh.
I clicked like 2 times. I was like, let me see if I can get past it. It just kept fucking going. And then there was an ad, and I was like, fuck no, I don't need to see this jelly unicorn horn as much as I fucking want to. I am not gonna watch somebody eating roaches.
Did you stick around?
No.
Oh.
How big were they? Like,
They were massive. Like there was
Like
a
the big
scene where
Madagascar ones?
like I was
just
trying
about
to,
to say
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was like clicking through
the hissing.
and gross. Can you imagine like chewing? It's like but no,
Ugh.
she was like sitting there with her mouth open, like look at it in my mouth on my tongue. And I was like,
God.
Hell no.
She's like,
It's
guys,
just-
check this out.
ugh.
I can wring them out. I can squeeze them out like a sauce packet.
Oh no.
Have you guys
Oh,
been like
no.
scrolling on TikTok where people? It's like mostly in Russia where they have like a bowl full of grubs and a spoon, and they're saying something like in Russian, "If I don't get 5,000
Yeah.
people to like this, I'm gonna eat this fucking grub."
They're just kind of like edging their audience with the grub on the spoon. Like it's disgusting.
Russians are at it again.
Those fucking Russians, and they're like about, you guys better start liking my stuff or I'm gonna eat this grub. It's terrible.
Ugh. Yeah, when those
Or-
started getting really popular, I
Speaking-
had to
Oh,
like
sorry, Maddie.
you're
I
fine.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
But when those started coming up on my timeline or For You page all the time, I would hit not interested. And
Yeah.
finally I got rid of them and I found Shrimp Rave.
Shrimp rave.
What?
And it's just shrimp. It's a
Just
look up
dancing
like
or-
Is
shrimp
it like
rave,
crab rave?
but
It
it's
is.
shrimps, and it's like little shrimps in their tank, and like the people have like flashing colored lights, and they're just playing like Crazy Frog in the background or something. It's amazing.
I love that.
Oh, I'm looking it up
Hold on.
right now. Oh, this is
So am I.
this
Have
is
y'all
hype. Oh, I'm
have
looking
y'all
at-
come across the lives of like the women getting fucked while they read like chapters out of
Oh, yeah.
books?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
see those unless
There's,
somebody
like-
else sends them to me.
Like they lay on their backs and pretend they're getting fucked.
No, they're laying on their stomach reading a book, and it's like eat.
You know,
Hold
they're
on,
probably
hold
just
on.
like dangling
That's
their legs
so
over the bed,
weird.
just like
Yeah,
kind of
they're
pushing
definitely
off
not
their
having
toes.
sex.
Hold on. I found something that's similar. It's the crab rave music, but it's just shrimps in a fucking like dance like a dinner hall in
Wow.
a
It's
restaurant.
almost like that's the one I
Oh.
linked.
Dude, are you sure?
Literally.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right
that
one,
that
dude.
appears to be the right thing for
You
those
just
who
Wait,
described
it
it
is?
exactly.
can't
Because
see,
that's-
which would be.
No, but
Everyone who
she
can't
didn't
see.
describe that. She
No.
was like the flashing colors in a tank. Dude,
I'll
where's
find
she talking
videos
about,
of it. I'll send them to you later. But
Yeah.
dude? Yeah, you probably will.
the shrimp raves, yeah,
What?
you freaking bet I will. It's incredible.
Beautiful.
Love
I don't
that.
know. TikTok lives are wild.
They
They
are.
are.
They get real weird.
I don't know if it's just like my algorithm. It probably is. But I see a lot of like mature women like with their titties out.
Yeah.
Manny's got.
I don't
Dating.
Manny, tell
I don't
tell
know why
everybody-
I don't know
Te-
like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
my TikToks are just like all cats and video games. Like cat videos and video games. That's all I get on TikTok. But for some reason my lives are like
Pop
the
it.
most weird like yeah, they're
I
popping.
feel like the lives have nothing to do with the algorithm. Like they really are the most random shit in the world.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they
why.
go through like weird trends. Right now, I feel like I've been
Yes.
getting a lot of people just writing other people's names.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess it's cool, but like they erase it right after. Like, what are you supposed to do? Screenshot this like low
Uh-huh.
quality picture of your name.
Manny,
Like
tell everybody.
this. Look at this.
Tell everybody about. Tell everybody about that one live that you were watching of like that drunk
Oh.
lady.
oh, it was some lady. She was so drunk, like, and she was just on her toilet. Like it was her face. She was on the toilet. Like I got there kind of like, I guess she was done by the time I got there, but she stood up and I could see her whole cooter. Just on TikTok Live, like I was like, "What the fuck?"
Damn.
And
not good.
of course, I stuck around.
As you
I had to see how I had to see how this is gonna end. I read
Understandable.
I want to see the chat mostly.
As
And
you
everyone was just like, everybody was wilding out.
What if it was like
And
a
she,
dude?
like-
That'd be crazy.
She like slipped her nipple and everything, and then
Bitch, your coochie's out.
I guess yeah. At some point, I guess she like leaked her phone number, and so the people in the chat started like calling her,
I didn't know that.
and she would answer and put it on speakerphone, and they'd be like, "Girl, get off live. You're drunk as fuck. What are you on?" And then some guy calls her and he's like, "Girl, your coochie was out. Get off. Get out of here."
We saw your butthole.
Yeah. Eventually, she got banned, and It was the most wild shit I've
Oh,
ever seen on
man.
TikTok.
hole. I saw a booty hole up there. Booty hole.
I wish stuff like that would come up on my For You page. Like
I know.
It was crazy.
wild
Like,
stuff. Not necessarily pussies,
Cooter.
but like.
I don't use my TikTok enough, so my For You page is literally just all those like basic white people TikToks.
Just
Oh.
You see
dancing.
like Addison
Yeah,
Rae.
like white girls. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It makes me want to kill myself.
Well, maybe get on TikTok
he-
more. I send you some absolute bangers.
Yeah,
You got purged that.
I gotta use it more. I
likes.
know that's the whole point, but like
Likes.
stupid.
gotta get that algorithm dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
wish
real
that-
specific.
Yeah, you just gotta grab the algorithm by the nipples with 2 hands and just dial it in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Dial it in.
Oh,
That's how
TikTok
nipples
the
work.
algorithm's just like yeah.
perfect.
That's exactly how it is, Tim. Thank you for that description.
So have you guys ever seen those weird baby sensory videos?
I love them.
What is that?
You haven't
What?
seen them? The baby sensory videos?
On TikTok or just like in general?
Just in general.
What is
yeah,
that?
they're
They're
fantastic. It's just
so
like
goofy.
a blueberry and a strawberry, just like boing, boing
Jamming out,
boing,
dude.
with like good music. With baby stuff, I absolutely get just put in a trance. Like when we were at our friend's house in Georgia, I guess last month, they turned on because they have a baby. They turned on some baby music, and I was just like glued to the TV.
Just rocking with
The
it.
song that they played when we first got...
Ponytail. Yes, I love
It was a
that.
banger.
Child.
I got a
How much-
ponytail.
How much weed did you smoke? before
None.
None.
It was
We were,
it was
that? None.
Sober
Awesome.
actually when we were getting into it the
Sober
first time.
You
And then
were
there was-
sober.
there was the
and
other
you were
one, it was
watching
like-
baby sensory videos.
Absolutely. But there was another one. It was like talking about getting the pet wet, and the video was like a cat and like these little penguins were trying to like push water balloons and stuff on them, and the cat kept getting away, and they're like, "We didn't get the pet wet," or something. I forget the words.
No.
I just remember like,
Wow.
didn't get the
"Get the pet wet."
Get the
Don't get the pet wet. That's the one.
didn't get the pet
Badanamu or Badanamu. I don't fucking know how to say it, but fantastic.
Oh, so wait, these videos are just fruits hopping in front of a black background?
Yeah.
Huh.
Seriously, it is awesome.
Wow.
Anything to make the kids stop fucking screaming in the store.
Here, watch this fucking strawberry do a dance, all right?
Them
Just shut up.
kids.
Just shut up.
Look at
Look
at the iPad.
Banana.
Banana.
Watch this banana do a
Banana.
kickflip.
You're just looking at this kid. Fucking shut up, dude. Look at this strawberry. Shut up, man. Come on. Shut up, dude.
Aren't these good for you?
When I was getting my hair done the other day, this woman came in with her daughter, and her daughter was listening to or watching Peppa Pig full blast on her phone, which was kind of irritating. But then I was like, at least the kid isn't like freaking out or anything. It's just Peppa Pig. And I was listening to it, and I was like, this kind of sounds like the episode where Peppa calls was it Susie the sheep? And
Susie.
hangs up
Oh,
on her
classic.
for whistling. And I
Yes.
asked the mom, I was like, is this the episode where Peppa hangs up on Susie for being able to whistle? And her mom looked at me like I was an absolute moron.
Fucking moron, yeah.
Yeah, and I was
A
just
little
like,
bit.
You don't know Peppa
Yeah.
Pig?
I was like,
You don't know the Peppa Pig episodes by episode?
yeah, it's episode
You
6.
dumbass. This is episode 3. We're not even there yet.
Episode 6, season 1. Come on.
Mhm.
Come on,
Spoilers.
get with it.
You're not gonna
Get with
touch
the
You're in the-
kids.
picture.
Basics, bitch.
Yeah,
The-
I feel like
Honestly-
if I asked
Sorry.
someone that question, I would get like a very different response. I feel like they would be like creeped out. Like, why do you know this?
They're like,
I mean, you
what
could always
is this
be like,
guy
I
doing
watch it with
his
my-
free time?
Nephew
Yeah,
or my
and
niece.
the fact that you were interested enough to like ask out
Hey,
loud and not think
excuse me.
that you would be embarrassed about
We just
it.
gotta break
It's so
these
good.
gender stereotypes. Like, Manny should be able to ask about Peppa
Thank
Pig.
you.
You know,
It's
if a
ageist
guy
more
had
than
asked, it
anything.
would have been a totally different story.
Thank you.
Manny, I'm
Rights,
here
am I
for
right?
Honestly, well, because Maddie, I kind of get what you're saying about like the sensory thing with the kid shows, because like when I was with my ex-girlfriend, like sometimes we would just put on like
Is she a baby?
Yeah, I was about to say, how old was she?
literally 2 months, 2 months old
Yikes.
today. No, so no, but we would be like hanging out or whatever, and I would just like put on Barney the dinosaur, and we would just like watch it like like religiously.
I mean, that's fair.
Or like if whenever one of us got hurt, the other one would put
Is it-
Barney the dinosaur on her phone and just like make fun of us.
That's
I
an
mean,
interesting relationship
Like,
dynamic.
she
I
would
might adopt that
She would
into
stub her
mine.
toe or something, and she'd be like on the ground going, ah, and I just pull up Barney and be like, look at this.
I love you. You love me. We're
Tim,
a happy family.
You're making me believe that you are younger and younger than you say you are every fucking day.
Every time I talk to you, you get younger.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Right
Look-
now, you're
look.
sitting at about 11.
Tim was
Please
born
don't
out-
go any younger than that.
Look at Bounty. A Bounty dinosaur.
Tim came out the
Alright.
womb 45, and he's just been aging backwards since.
He's Benjamin
Dude,
Button.
Yeah.
Dude, they call me Benjamin Booty.
Benjamin Booty with all that ass.
We're not talking about your booty if you're actually 12, so.
Benjamin Bowles.
Yeah, Benjamin Button.
I mean,
Wait, was that
Oh,
this
yeah?
recording or the
Why don't you
one?
bench my balls?
Please don't bring that up. I feel so embarrassed.
Well, I don't think that we actually like we hinted at it, but
yeah, it's goofy though. It's
Em-
We-
funny.
the Emily
It's fine. It's
Forgot to hit
silly.
record.
it's
I forgot to record for 14 minutes,
It's
and
fine.
we had to start this
Oh.
over.
Of pure gold.
these
Yeah, it
conversations
Was it?
actually
are
Was it though?
flawless,
Tim
really.
did burp like 4 times.
That's
Yeah.
true. I ruined it.
You
I
did, you
tainted the
did.
whole process by just burping. But it was made even worse by the fact that everybody pointed it out the second it happened.
Yes.
So it couldn't even be edited out.
It was
It
just like,
was-
I-
the whole
burped.
podcast would stop every time it'd be like earth shattering, just like "Bleh," and then silence.
I guess it just stopped recording on purpose. Then it was like
It was like,
can't
this
use
is
this.
fucking
We need to stop.
ass.
Stop.
it's like Tim already
Restart.
fucked it up. Let's not.
Your FBI agent was starting it before it could, like, stopping it before it could get any worse. He was like, that's enough.
True,
Bless
dude.
him.
That's enough.
We
Try
can't-
again.
Bless him.
This is about to become a domestic terrorist
that's
threat. Like,
enough.
this is gonna be
Wow.
bad,
That
No,
went
but
far.
related to what Tim was saying about how like him and his girlfriend would watch Barney. I mean, I kind of do a similar thing with Layla. Like today, we were just watching SpongeBob. Like we were just watching SpongeBob.
Well, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
Me
SpongeBob's
and
a
my
little
husband have
different, though, like,
definitely just
timeless.
sat and
SpongeBob
watched
has like
SpongeBob
adult
before.
humor in it.
Okay,
We also
that's
binged
fair.
Adventure Time and
that's a good one.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity
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 Falls
Falls and
is-
Adventure Time are not kid shows.
They're ball.
Yeah, I mean,
They're shows that kids watch, but they are not kid
no,
shows.
they're not.
They're good.
Like regular show. Even like
Mhm.
Right, regular show especially.
That's a ball.
Gumbo. I like Gumbo. You guys seen Gumbo? Gumbo
That's
is
good.
Yeah.
That's some,
Yeah.
some good.
You know what? These are some bomb ass kid shows that adults can watch.
Yeah.
I just realized that. Like people always, when I was a kid, everybody, all my parents and like all my older siblings and shit used to make fun of me because I'd watch these shows, and I always thought in my head, well, these shows are actually I like these shows, and I guess maybe it's because I'm a kid. But as I'm growing up, it's like no, like they were just good ass shows. that
I
was
still
watching.
like them.
right. Like
They
I
stood the
will
test
go.
of time.
I watch regular show all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I
You know-
just recently rewatched Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
And I was like-
that was.
I was like,
not
why did my
something that
mom
should've-
let me watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is not kid
that's
friendly.
horrifying.
That is terrifying.
Uh-uh.
That's probably what introduced me to horror.
Exactly. Remember
So-
the slap.
So it's funny that my mom was totally fine with me watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, but Angry Beavers was off limits. She was like,
What?
that
What?
just sounds like an innuendo. And so we weren't
Angry Beavers.
allowed to watch it.
Angry Beavers was good. I like Angry
What is
Beavers.
Yeah.
Angry Beavers? I've never seen.
Oh
that.
yeah, I forgot that you're 12 years old and you wouldn't remember Angry Beavers.
It's a cartoon that was on
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
Literally. Oh my god! Put your balls in your mouth, dude. Shut up.
I don't have balls.
Two
No,
beavers,
we're
they're
not.
angry.
I'm not putting my balls in my mouth.
You probably will.
I
What
probably
does that mean? What does that mean?
What?
I know you. You will.
I know you. I know you really well. You
Once
will do
Tim's
that.
off the
Yeah,
call.
once Tim goes away, she's gonna like whip out her giant testicles and just whip them in her mouth like ice cream. Just
Spell testicle.
You can't
testicles.
resist.
Testicles.
Spelling bee time.
No, we're not doing this.
Ryan will
No,
fail.
fuck
Dude.
no.
When
Fuck
you
no.
were in middle school and
Wow.
you took your very first health class, did they make you say testy?
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah, they
What?
did.
No.
Yeah, for us, they were like, if you
What
say
in the
anything
fuck?
other than testy, you're getting in trouble. Like you are.
What?
You cannot say balls. You can't say sack. You can't say nothing else.
Oh,
like,
well, yeah,
it's
that makes
testy.
sense.
You
I
could
thought you were
say
going to say, like,
testicles
testicle.
Or testy,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Okay, I thought that you were
And-
saying that you couldn't say testicle, and I was like, that's not
Yeah, I was like-
testicle.
Wow.
Dude, that's
Wow.
Podcast
dude,
over.
dude,
Bam.
that's
All right,
Podcast.
everybody. That's
She's
it for
done.
this week.
Yeah,
All right,
right.
guys, we gotta go. We're gonna cut this one early. Can't do this anymore.
burn it down.
Oh
burn
man,
it
I'm
down.
sorry. I apologize. Actually,
I
no, don't.
remember, so speaking of health class, I can remember, so when I was in elementary school, it was like 4th or 5th grade, they had all the boys go into one room by themselves, and all the girls in like the 4th grade pod or whatever went into one room, and we watched a movie about like, start your period and all this stuff. So we
Really?
were asking questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like, it was like the counselor and like the vice principal and they like go into like how to shave your legs and how to put on deodorant, and you might have to start wearing a bra, and like I can literally verbatim like remember sometimes when you start your period, this is the vice principal, by the way. Sometimes when you start your period, your boobs really hurt.
Oh my god.
Wait.
She made a face.
I can't
Just
ask
like
who
your
it was.
boobs
Never mind.
really. You didn't go to my elementary school.
Or did I?
Uh-huh.
You didn't. You didn't.
I feel like 4th grade is. Well,
Well,
is
there's
that
girl.
young for?
Not really.
I got mine in middle
No.
school.
I got mine in 5th grade.
Your boobs?
No. No, I got my
Show
uterus in
them.
5th
Show
grade.
us your tits.
They hurt right now.
Let's see them nips.
But yeah, no,
See
we saw the video
nips.
thing when I was in like 5th grade, and everybody was like, cock. But
Does it talk about like wet dreams and stuff?
Yeah, they're like, sometimes you'll have a wet dream. I remember that was the last thing they talked about during the 5th grade video, and they're like, you'll see the rest in 6th grade, and it was like 5 minutes.
To be
Total.
continued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's literally
What if you
they
never
did.
passed the 5th grade and you never got to
You
see
never
it?
figured out what a wet dream was. They was like, sometimes you'll have a wet
You had to go
dream,"
the
and
whole
they cut
summer just not knowing.
You know what's weird is because out of the two of us, Ryan and I, even though we were technically in the same school district, we went to 2 different high schools, and my high school had a significantly smaller budget than his, and so and it was just garbage all the time. And basically, you know that feeling when like you see other people doing things with like their family, and you're like, damn, I think they have more money than we do.
Yeah.
That was how I felt in every class I've ever been in. Like I never saw in middle school or high school in health class, never saw like the birthing videos, never watched any documentaries, never
Really?
did any sort of projects, never did the baby project where you take home a fake baby.
I never
did any of that shit because
You
my
did the
fucking
egg?
high school had no money.
Yeah.
No money, so they just didn't teach you anything. They were just like basically health class was recess. is
Explains
basically
a
what it
lot.
was.
Yeah.
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 Manny,
no,
did you
and
say that you
actually
had to
though.
do an egg?
Yeah. You did the egg?
I
Yeah,
think I
we
did
had
an
the egg
egg.
too.
No. Well, a couple people did the egg. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't get to that part because I dropped out of high school.
That's real.
Cool.
But we never did the baby project though, like
So-
the toy baby thing.
For the
I know
egg
the egg is-
parents, how did y'all do?
I did
Did-
good.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Manny?
Right? Neither did I.
I said for the egg parents.
Mine survived.
For the egg parents, okay. Well, let me go get an egg and show you how good of an egg mommy I am.
You would
That egg
absolutely
is literally gonna get cracked
dropped.
tonight at the end
Yeah.
of the podcast.
So-
No, not if I sit on it and protect it with my butt cheek.
No, go do that. Go grab
like,
it. Go grab an egg
crunch it.
and
Yeah,
Hold it-
actually,
take care-
Tim, go get
Put
an
it up
egg.
there.
take care of it until the next podcast.
Yeah.
For-
Yeah,
for
actually,
a whole
Tim,
week.
Tim, go get an egg.
Right now.
Actually, no, it's gonna spoil. It's gonna go bad.
Yeah, in one
Yeah,
week.
what?
So what?
Why did you like? Let's do
So
this.
what?
Yeah.
I have a fact about eggs.
Okay.
When
Wait. Emily has a fact about eggs.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Did you know that like when a hen lays an egg, like those eggs you don't have to put in the fridge. There's some sort of process that they go through where they
Yeah,
like
there's-
take off some sort of like coating, then they
Mhm.
have to be like refrigerated to be preserved. But if you had like a chicken coop in your backyard, if you were to go get your like eggs in the backyard, you can just leave them out.
I
Like,
used
put
to
them
have
on a thing and leave
chickens.
them out. Yeah, you could just leave those eggs out.
yeah,
and they
if
don't
you
go bad.
don't wash that outer layer of
That's what it is.
It's
It's
some
like
kind
a-
of like antibacterial like chicken goop.
Uh-huh. Pussy
that-
juice.
Chicken go.
Placenta.
that they wash off at like the I guess chicken farms or whatever just to make them look prettier. But if you left that, then yeah, you wouldn't have to refrigerate them.
The
Crazy
infinite
shit,
egg.
right?
The forever egg.
That's the egg that Tim needs.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Yeah, dude. That wouldn't even spoil, dude.
I mean,
That's crazy. Dude.
I
That
still
wouldn't
think it
even
would. I'm gonna be
spoil,
honest.
dude.
I think eventually it definitely
Yeah.
would.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like bread.
In a
Like
week?
bread's gonna eventually go bad.
Yeah.
Not if I take really good care of it, motherfucker. You're bad. A bad egg parent. Bad egg parent.
Okay.
I was a great egg parent, bitch.
Probably
I-
not actually.
My school did
Think that
flower
I-
babies.
flower baby.
Yeah.
That sounds really
It probably
like.
would've
Oh,
been
it
cheaper.
went really bad.
That sounds really homophobic.
Oh wait,
No.
wait.
It's like
What?
a slur.
You're talking
Fucking
about like
flower
a
baby,
bag
dude.
of flour.
A sack of flour.
Yes, like a sack of
Okay,
flour
in my mind,
with
I
your
thought like
faces on
a little plant, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah, no, they
Same.
had little bags
It
of
took me a
flour.
second.
And I remember it was really funny because kids were paying people to assassinate other people's babies.
Oh yeah.
Because whoever had the last like remaining baby, whatever, got like a $50 gift card or whatever. So kids were paying other kids to assassinate babies. I remember hearing a story about this one kid who just grabbed it and threw it at the wall and just. I
Oh,
was like, that's so funny.
Like prison shank. Like
oh no.
They were just killing
the
That is
halls.
so messed up.
It was
I
awesome.
like how that paid him to assassinate this other
Yeah.
person's flower.
It happened a
baby.
lot in gym class because like a lot of kids
horrifying.
didn't lock their lockers and they just set them in there and they come back to just a torn open bag of flour.
I can
That's
remember
good.
like like rigging my locker to not lock, and how stupid that was.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like
I
actually
did the same
dumb.
thing.
But it was so much easier.
Yeah,
Speaking of lockers.
leave it to the Georgia school system to really raise some geniuses like that.
Yeah.
And that,
So
Well,
speaking
I'm
of
smart.
geniuses
My
and their
house-
lockers, I have a locker story.
Okay.
It's
boy.
horrifying. This is one of the most embarrassing experiences of my life.
let's hear it.
I can't wait.
So in middle school, it was like 6th grade, and that was when my parents got divorced, and I was kind of like fucked up a little bit in the head. And I just remember like wanting so bad to be like accepted or whatever, and for some reason it was not cool to to bring your. I was lonely. I was sad. But
Sorry for laughing. I can't help but laugh.
no,
I'm
it's
so
funny. It's funny.
sorry.
It's funny. No, so it was like super weird for some reason, and I don't know, Emily, if you remember this, like in our area, but it was like if you ate in front of the boys, you're done.
You ate?
I don't
You're
I
done.
don't know why that was a thing, but it was like suddenly all of the girls were not eating in front of the boys. And then on top of that, if you were gonna eat, if you brought your lunch to school, that was even worse.
I can
So-
remember like you didn't want to bring your lunch. Like that was embarrassing to bring.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't let my girlfriend eat
Yeah.
in front of me. I'm like, no, take that to another room. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, actually, if she eats in front of him, he actually whips out his Smith & Wesson 1887 and shoots her in the head.
Okay,
Jesus
Pop
Christ!
it.
Anyway,
every fucking
Forgetting
time.
that. So anyway, my mom would pack my lunches for me,
Yeah.
and I would take them in my backpack and then put them in my locker, throw them away on the way out of school, and then like go home so that my mom thought that you know,
Yeah.
I'd eat my lunch.
Yeah.
But there was one little instance where I just like forgot about it and then forgot about it and then forgot about it. And our lockers
Oh,
were
no.
inside
Mm.
our homeroom. They weren't in the hallway. And so slowly but surely the classroom started to stink. And poor Mr. C, he was like, guys, it's kind of starting to smell a little funky in here. I think that somebody's locker it's got something
Somebody
in
needs
it.
to wash their butt.
And, and so a couple weeks go by. Probably not that long. In my mind, it's like weeks went by, but it just kept getting worse and worse. And he's like, guys, what's happening? And then finally he broke down. He's like, okay, this morning we are cleaning out our lockers. And I hightailed it to my locker. I grabbed that lunchbox and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. I just like dumped everything in the trash can. But I think that everyone knew that I was the stinky locker girl because I had like a month-old sandwich in there.
Did you know when he first
No.
brought it up that it was you?
Oh yeah. When it started smelling bad, I knew that it was me. I should have just
Why
like
did you? Yeah.
Right then and there.
I
should've
don't
been your cue
know.
to-
I don't know. I think
Maddie
that
was like, if I wish it away, it'll go away.
yeah, I don't know. It just it
She
was
was
nasty.
she was actually slow cooking it in there.
Yeah.
But she forgot
Yeah.
to,
She was
No, I
crock
just-
pocketing that. Crock pocket?
Crock pocket. It's like
pocket.
hot pocket, but different.
dude, it's a pocket crock pot.
Crock
Crock pot.
pocket.
You pull it out of your pocket. You're like, check it out. I'm making stew.
Ugh.
Check it out, dude.
Yeah, that smell is like burned into my brain. It's bad.
Wow, that's
Ew.
awesome. What
That's
kind of
really
sandwich
good,
was it?
dude.
Was it like a meat sandwich, peanut butter and jelly? You know, what are we
Yeah, it
talking?
was probably like ham and cheese or turkey.
I was
and
about to say it
cheese.
had to be.
Mm.
It had to be meat.
Yeah.
I have a funny stinky story.
Oh boy.
So when David and I lived in the apartment we lived in a couple years ago, there was one day where it just smelled so bad. And I'm like I'm a stickler about smells. Like if the trash can starts to smell, I'm like, we gotta take that trash out. Like I don't
Mhm.
even care if it's all the way full, it's gotta go. So I was like, it smelled like dead, like something
Oh.
dead. And I was like, did Leo shit in the house? Like, what is this smell? And so I'm like smelling the ground and the carpet and everything, and I could smell it like in a vent. And so I was like, oh no. I was like,
Oh.
something died in the vent. And so I was like about to call like maintenance and be like, this stupid fucking apartment, I hate it here. And I'm looking, and maybe a week later I can still smell it, and I am in the kitchen, and that's where I really smell it. And I'm going through the refrigerator, everything. I get up on top of the counter and I open up the cabinet because I can keep smelling it. And I had accidentally.
Oh boy.
So instead of putting like breakfast sausage in the fridge, my brain mixed the two. I guess I put like a container, an empty container in the fridge, and I put the breakfast sausage in the cabinet.
Oh.
Oh,
And so when I pulled it out, it literally was
Jesus
like
Christ.
it was like slimy. It was in a bag, but obviously that didn't matter.
That's
It was
so
like
gross.
Black and gray, and the smell. I just gagged a little bit. The smell that came off from that, I literally was like, oh my God, it was me. It was me the whole time. I literally, to this day, I'm like, how did I get that mixed up? And not be
Yeah.
like, oops. I've never seen anything like that before. Like mold to that extent
Yeah,
on
rotten.
a fucking piece of meat. I've never been able to buy breakfast sausage again after
You know
that.
what they say? If it's gray, it's good for you.
That literally would've-
Yeah.
Took me to hell if
Yeah.
I ate that. That was my ticket to hell.
When it's blue, it increases your mana. When it's green, it increases your health.
You know, that brings up a really interesting topic that I want to know. Like, everybody has that really big discussion where it's like, okay, what color's math? What color's science? So like on your binders or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so
That's a good
what do you
one.
think it is, Ryan?
Me personally, I believe I always had my science ones like a weird color. It was always like purple.
Okay.
I
This
always
is
had
green.
English. English was always green, and math was red.
Math is red.
Math is
Math is
absolutely
absolutely red. See, English to me
Really?
was
Yeah.
yellow,
Yeah.
and history was green.
Yeah.
Science was green.
Yeah.
For
Well,
me.
Yeah.
no. You're right. You're right. Well,
The
I don't
plants.
fucking know.
Plants are green.
I think that there were some that like
Yeah.
Biology.
I kind of flip flopped a little bit, but math is definitely red, and
Yeah.
English is yellow for me.
Usually social
That's
studies was yellow for me.
Yo,
But
you
math was
guys-
always
I
red.
avoid yellow.
What about you, Crass? What about you, Crass?
Math red. Science green. Social studies is yellow, and reading is blue.
Really?
Tim,
That's
Tim,
Me
fascinating.
and Manny are a match made in heaven.
Tim. I feel like all yours are like gray. Just every single one.
Oh my
every
God,
single
it's
one.
He
actually
can't-
because I'm
he can't see
colorblind.
color.
It's actually because I'm colorblind, so they all look gray to me. So for me, which is interesting because mine are nothing like your guys's. So math was always blue.
Boo.
Spot the dropout.
Science was green, so I agreed with you on
Okay.
that. But language arts / reading / English was always white, and social studies was always red,
Okay, that's weird.
and so was history.
That's just wrong.
Social studies was white for me because I used to draw it.
Because
on
I
a
always
lot.
thought, because like Crass said, like green, biology, science, math was always like usually the rooms that I was in
Poobah.
the math rooms had blue in them, so
Don't
it's
dox
always
yourself.
like blue.
Yeah, censor that.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm stupid. Dude. Yeah,
It's okay,
get rid of
it's
that.
okay.
Get rid of that. And so
Dub it over with
and then
this.
fucking social
Poobah.
studies. I always thought, for some reason in my brain, I always thought like China, communism, or the spread of communism in the U.S. So red. For social studies, that's it.
can
That's
see
always
that
what it came
working.
back to.
Okay.
And then also for English, I always thought paper. Paper is always 100% or not 100%, but most of the time is white. So it's
Right.
like paper white bindbinder.
Okay, that makes sense.
So wrong. So
I
wrong.
like your thought process on that, even though it's so fucking wrong.
So
His
wrong.
thought process
I-
makes
I feel
sense,
like
but his
I know.
answer still wrong.
It makes a lot of sense, but I hate you. Fucking die.
No wonder. No
Perish.
wonder you dropped out.
Seriously.
All your colors
For
are wrong.
context,
Goes wrong.
he does have a high school diploma. He didn't just
I
drop
do.
out.
Okay,
He
okay.
didn't
Get
it right.
graduate
Hold
high
on.
school. That is a thing he did.
Dude,
If he made
He
math
just
red,
dropped
he
out
would have
of the like.
he would have graduated.
He dropped
Oh.
out of like the normal public school because to be fair, that public school was fucking garbage.
That's
Oh my
fair.
god, I love that you have it just like
You
on
have it.
deck, but I guess you did just graduate, so
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I have no,
No,
idea.
that-
where my
I
high
graduated
school
last
diploma
year.
is.
yeah Tim graduated
Technically.
before I
that
did.
is just
I graduated before Ryan because I'm better.
And you keep it within arm's reach.
Yes.
And,
It's
well,
so that
I
you
keep,
can prove it.
Just
I
yeah.
keep all
everyone
my
doubts
legal
it.
documents in various places around my desk because everybody else in my family always loses their legal documents because they put them in dumbass places. So I'm like, well, if I put them all in places I'll remember, then I'll
Or like
never
if I
forget
put my
them, obviously.
birth certificate in the fridge, I'll never lose it.
Well, because my
Well, Emily tried to
dude,
do that with sausage.
I would make a
Breakfast
sandwich
sausage.
out of it.
the
I
breakfast
make-
sausage in the cabinet.
I hold my social security card in a bologna sandwich in my fridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
that makes sense.
Because nobody
Took a bite
likes
out of it,
bologna, and
That's what I'm
nobody's gonna
saying,
eat it.
dude.
Touch it.
Bologna's nasty. I made my first day of work at my new job. I made a bologna sandwich for lunch, and I was just like, I was
Ugh.
sitting there, and then there was this girl named Erin next to me who's also a new hire, and I turned and I said to her, I was like, you know what's fascinating? She was like, what? And I was like, in that bag right there, that's a bologna sandwich. I don't fucking like bologna. I made that bologna sandwich, and I brought it here for no fucking reason.
She literally was like, "This guy's fucking."
She's like, you know
nuts."
what? I
She
don't
started
care.
crying. She shit her pants a little bit. She ran out of the room screaming.
She shitted and farted.
All of her hair fell out.
She pissed while it
just
was happening. There was like a stream of
And it all came out at once.
there was like a cartoon like or not even. It was like a cartoon car sound effect, like
Awooga.
Sorry. It's gone on too long.
Her brain was steaming.
Dude.
Speaking of
Can't believe
awoogas,
hold on, y'all
what
hate
cartoons
baloney?
would you fuck? Oh, sorry, what?
Hold on.
Hold on.
We'll come back
I
to
was gonna
that.
ask y'all about
What just
baloney, but
happened,
that's way
dude?
more interesting.
Yeah.
I've got an
What?
answer. Well, who's that
This
one
is
girl from
baloney.
Danny Phantom? Like, the
My
goth-
sister
Oh.
had a crush on
I
Danny
know
Phantom.
exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about, dude.
And
Yeah, my
Danny
sister
Phantom
was
was
like,
pretty hot.
Danny Phantom? Mm?
Very breedable. Both her and Danny are very.
and the
breedable.
one from Kim Possible.
breedable. I breed them both.
name is
Submissive,
Sam.
breedable. Yeah.
Ron Stoppable? You would fuck Ron Stoppable?
Really?
I would fuck Ron Stoppable.
I would
Have
fuck
you seen-
Shang from Mulan.
Yes.
I'll make a man out of you.
No, 100% agree there.
Rain-
No.
Rainbow Dash?
If,
Or what?
Oh.
No.
That's a great.
Get out.
answer.
Get
So
the
are we
fuck out.
going for like
Get out.
anthropomorphized
No,
stuff?
no, never.
What,
I'm gonna
what-
need you to. What the fuck?
It's like when you.
What? It depends on what.
Shrek? I'd fuck
Oh.
He's
Shrek.
not anthropomorphic. He's basically human. He's an ogre.
Yeah, he's an ogre.
Get in my swamp.
in my yes.
But no, do
I'm
you
gonna
guys have
squeeze
like
your
a
balls like jelly.
like a Disney animal character that you're like Judy Hopps
Tramp?
or something?
No, stop that.
Tramp.
Stop
Like
that.
the-
Lady and the
The
Tramp.
fox
What
from,
about-
from Robin Hood.
Stop, dude.
Kovu
Stop.
from The Lion King 2.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Stitch.
The bad boy we all needed.
It's like all those. It's like all those like
bad
fucking
boy.
tweens
It's
who were
a
just like,
sensitive
Scar
side.
is so hot.
No, I never said. We did not say
Scar.
Scar. We said
No,
Kovu.
Scar was lanky and
Oh,
looked
sorry,
greasy.
the difference. We're both fucking animals, guys.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yes. I
Yeah,
love
but she's a
that movie
human.
and
What about like
Fucking dude, Who
Lola
Framed Roger
Bunny?
Rabbit is
Yes.
an excellent movie.
I loved that movie
Fantastic.
growing up.
You want to know who my cartoon character crush was growing up though?
Aw.
Ariel
10?
from The Little Mermaid.
Aw.
that's cute.
I was like, wow, look, she's so pretty.
He was like, damn, what a hot piece of ass. Look at that tail.
Look at those fins.
Tim loved Flounder.
I'd like
He's
to
like,
get up in
"I'ma
them
fuck that
scales.
Like,
I'm gonna put my dick in that fish.
what's the crab's name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Yeah, he got that big
What a guy.
bottom lip.
Oh, dude, I love
Does
Sebastian.
you mean there's always cream?
Under the sea, under the sea.
I'll suck the meat of you.
I'll
Oh
fuck
my
many. I'll fuck many.
So
Sing to
I
me.
think mine was probably, I don't know. I think it was probably Courtney from Total Drama Island, or Total Drama in general. Not Courtney. The goth one, the big titted goth one.
Yeah, yeah.
The big fat titty goth one.
Why'd you look ashamed when you said that?
That sounds like Tibbs.
Yeah.
Tim's
I never watched
person.
that show.
I never watched it either.
It's very
I
funny.
know exactly
It's
who,
good.
who he's talking about, and you know what? I fully agree with him. Like
Fully,
she
dude.
gets off like the same vibe as Sam from Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
feel like I only had cartoon girl crushes. I didn't really care about the boys.
Secret lesbian.
Secret lesbian.
Just like those anteaters, you know what I'm saying?
Awooga.
Yeah, them lesbian anteaters. Have y'all seen The Road to El Dorado?
Yes.
Yeah.
That lady is
Mhm.
really
The
pretty.
horse.
Damn.
Oh,
Her
that
and
ass.
what's
Yeah,
her
with her
name from
bangs.
Atlantis?
Ooh.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
kind
I'm
of
talking
look
about?
Oh,
yeah, they
yeah.
have kind of like the same.
Mm.
That bitch and Doja Cat did
Oh,
a
yes.
cosplay of her.
She looked just like
Doja
her.
Peta.
Cat's so
her name is
fucking
Peta,
hot.
dude. Oh my
Cat.
god.
Doja Cat is so fucking.
Also
hot.
a great
movie.
Oh my god.
That's a great
dude.
movie also.
Doja Cat could ruin my life, dude. She could straight up bankrupt me. It'd be fine, dude.
She
It'd
would
be
make
okay.
funny
Well,
noises
guys,
while
guess
doing it,
what?
too.
She's gonna be featured in our next podcast. I just
Yeah, she's gonna be in
emailed her.
episode 3. We'll look forward to that. And if she's not, you best bet that
She's not
you're
ever
still gonna
coming.
watch it anyway.
Actually, just kidding. We got Doja Cat's third grade best friend to come on our podcast.
Oh my god.
They're not friends
actually,
anymore, but-
I do Doja Cat when she was actually in her startup phase because she was like 3 years old.
At her peak.
And you know, at her peak actually. So
She's
I
actually
actually
way
wrote
better
half
back
of her
then.
songs actually, and own most of them.
Yeah.
What was y'all's favorite grade in school?
What? An A.
F, always F.
No, I meant like
All A's
grade,
and one
like-
B.
like mine was third grade.
Oh, I was bullied viciously up until like middle school.
I can
so
I can see
probably
that.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
was definitely a bully. I'm bully victim persona, dude. That's my persona.
Yeah,
Now he's
maybe the
bullied.
second half of second grade
I'm the bully.
was freeing for me. My mom moved me from one school to another in second grade because my teacher was bullying me.
Your teacher was?
The teacher, yes, she's a
Oh.
raging bitch. I fucking hate her still.
Yes, I have a story just like that.
Call her
but
out.
yeah, she
What
was
would-
awful.
what would she do to you?
She would pick me out in particular, like for just
She
random
snorted a line of
shit.
coke off my forehead.
Yeah, that. But she would like I can't remember exactly what it was, but my mom like sent me with like some kind of treats or something, and she like yelled at me, like screamed at me for like bringing the wrong treats or something. And she taught us subtraction wrong, which is why I have a fear of math to this day.
Trauma.
Post-traumatic
That
math
bitch.
disorder.
Yeah, and so my mom like went to the principal or whatever and tried to be like, hey, she's teaching math wrong, like simple subtraction
Yeah.
wrong. And it just started even more drama, and she started bullying me even harder in class. So
Like in front of other students?
oh yeah, like she was relentless. And so my mom pulled me out of that school, sent me to another school, and that was like I remember that the most because I was like, I'm free. Finally.
Yeah,
Um,
I've got a
I'm
similar
free.
story.
I'm-
When I was in 5th grade, I had this English teacher who was really scary. She was really mean. She liked to yell a lot, and she was like really strict. And little 5th grade shithead me was like, I'm gonna be a goofball, and she hated.
I'm gonna
that.
be a rebel.
Yeah, she
Mm.
hated that. And but anyway, she got suspended and should have been fired because one day a friend of mine, who I'm not gonna name, was like walking through the hall with all of her books and stuff, and she dropped them like right outside the door. So what
On
did
purpose?
she like? No, she just dropped them.
Oh.
Like this is like a straight A student, super quiet, kept to herself, nicest girl in the world. So teacher, as she's picking it up, knocks it out of her hand and like pushes her out of the way against the wall, and then just like tells her to like go to the office. So she was like, fuck this bitch. Her parents called or whatever. She got suspended for like 2 weeks, and she went to the other English class. But from like that point on, I was like, this woman's gonna fucking kill me. She's gonna murder me. I'm done for. And I was really surprised that she wasn't fired. Really upset about it. But
That's pretty wild.
apparently she still works there. Apparently she
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, where?
She
my element.
Oh, okay.
Have
okay.
y'all seen
Oh,
that
is it the middle
video
school?
of the kid walking out of this is like just recently
Yes.
kid walking out of class, and it's an older man teacher, and he comes running up and he slams the kid's head up against the wall.
Really? God damn.
Yeah.
He got fired, and I think he got arrested.
Good.
good.
You should. Yeah, that's assault and
Yeah.
endangering a child.
That's the thing that's so
I-
weird to me,
It's
because
so
like,
fucked up.
well, like kids
How do you
can
get into
be
that profession?
well, that's the thing. It's like kids can be really annoying, but like that's the whole point of the profession, is to like teach and to handle
Yeah.
situations, because like you're the adult.
You gotta have
Yeah.
patience.
Like they can pitch fits, and yeah.
This kid was like
But
12.
like,
Right.
if he
He's,
leaves
like,
the
a
class,
little
like that's
kid.
not your problem.
Yeah.
Why did you run after him?
At the end of the day, like, what is a kid gonna do?
Yeah.
Even if a
Right.
12-year-old charged you physically, was like, "I'm gonna beat you up," he's not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, like that video, that teacher was
He's not gonna do
huge.
much.
Yeah.
Like,
he
he
was
Yeah,
a
like
big
way
man.
bigger
was
than
big,
him. And the kid
yeah.
was like walking away, like he
Yeah.
wasn't starting
He
anything.
snatched him and then like
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Dude.
it pisses me off how many teachers just like fucking hate kids.
Yeah.
And then like
Right.
Yeah, right.
people like my sister who teach, they just like can't handle it. They're like, fuck this, because she loves teaching, but the kids are awful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
kids
awful.
suck, but you have to go into that with that mindset, being like, "I know kids are horrible. Kids
Yeah.
are fucking awful."
Yeah. Kids don't know any better.
And like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, not only that, they no. The problem is that they know better, so they know exactly what not to do.
Or
They're
they
like, "Fuck
think,
this
or they
guy."
think they know better.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
They're not mature enough.
I when I was in high school, I had this teacher that I think I told you guys, but I haven't told it on the podcast. So I'm gonna tell it now. There was this teacher that was so you're not supposed to give your phone number to students.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
like a big no-no.
Yeah.
And so he had his phone number shared with one girl who was
Uh-oh.
considered to
Girl?
be like he's an older, not an older guy. He's like in his probably in his mid-30s, maybe 40s. Who's a gym
that's older.
teacher who also who was also the track and field coach. And Ryan's face is like, whoa.
Just red flag after red flag after red flag, dude.
Right.
So yeah, so he's track and field coach. He's in his like 35, 40 maybe. And so he somehow acquired the number of this girl who is widely considered in the school to be like one of the most attractive girls in the school.
Right.
And she's very
Yeah.
popular, very cute, all that stuff. And so they start talking or whatever. And he's basically just repeatedly sending her messages of like basically asking her about her sexual preferences and her sex life
my
and what it's
God.
like. And she was talking about how she was like friends with this guy and how she thinks she likes him. And he was like, "Oh, well, are you gonna fuck him?"
Oh my god.
Okay.
And so the school, or her parents found out, or maybe she reported it or something. School found out, and nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. The school found out. He was suspended from work for like maybe a week, and then he just came back, and all of it blew over immediately.
Bad name for
That's
the school. They
fucked up.
can't have that. No. Let's just keep
No.
on endangering,
Yeah.
So
the literal girls in our school. Like, not even
Yeah.
women. These are girls. They're not adults
No,
yet.
these are girls. They're like 16,
Yeah.
15. Yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
girls.
that's
They're not
horrific.
women.
So
That's-
Emily will know what teacher I'm talking about, but I had a teacher tell me that I would look great in latex.
I do know that teacher.
Oh
Yeah.
my
He still works
God.
there.
No,
What?
he's retired now.
Oh, okay.
I bumped into him at the grocery store a couple of years ago.
Did you
You
shoot
should
him
have said
on
to
the
him, you'd be
spot?
like, you
Were you
would
wearing
look, you would
latex?
look
Well,
great
no,
in
so
latex.
You would look great in
my
handcuffs.
senior year of high school, like, was really, really bad. I did not really have any friends.
Yeah.
And
Because I
of
graduated.
course, like he was the one teacher that would let like people come hang out in his classroom all the time. And so I would hang out in there and like, I didn't report him or anything. I was just like, he's my friend.
Well, let's prep. He would let us like order pizza and get
Yeah.
food delivered to his room because he was in like the back of the school. So like everybody was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to his classroom and order pizza." And, okay. Anyway,
Cool.
continue. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, like, yeah, I never did anything. I never like hated him until he started sending me all of this like political shit. And he's like, "Do you still want guns? Keep Georgia blue or keep Georgia red." And I was like,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
"Okay, well,
I don't live
done
there.
here." Yeah. Like, I
You're
don't
just
want to
like-
talk to you anymore. And then he sent something like shortly after. He was like, "I hope that you still like me." And I was like,
I don't.
Never did.
"No, latex, I don't."
No, latex.
I like
I
pizza.
mean, I don't know. It was a really
Wait, so what
inappropriate
was the
comment, but I still don't.
context of him saying that, if
Yeah.
you remember?
I honestly
care to
don't
share?
remember. I just
It's
remember
weird.
him
Yeah,
saying
just weirdo stuff.
that I would look good
He
in
printed out a
latex.
picture of me and had it on his wall behind his
And
desk.
And he wanked to it hardcore.
He had a lot of pictures of different people, but it was like a weird, like edited picture of me,
Yeah.
and I
Oh.
hated it.
He edited your
He
face
didn't.
over.
Someone else did, and he
No.
was like, "I want that printed," and he had like pictures.
He put your
That is
face
weird.
over that wax model of Donald Trump, the naked one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "This is my girlfriend."
This is my girlfriend.
Look at her little chode.
Dude, I'm
My
gonna make
mushroom
that. I'm gonna Photoshop your funny little face on naked Donald Trump and say this is the caption gonna be. This is my girlfriend. This is
My
brother.
girlfriend. I cannot
Yes,
wait for
brother.
that. Actually, are you really gonna do that? I hope.
Yes, I am.
Fuck
Right
yeah.
after this, it's gonna be my job.
Oh my
tonight.
god. Yeah, a lot of times
my
teachers are very inappropriate with their students.
Yeah, it's a
The
problem.
hood
It's a problem, dude.
No, very true. Well, no, because it attracts a certain type of individual, somebody who
Yeah.
likes children.
Yeah. Those are not so
Pedo
fun.
alert.
Are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile? Probably.
But yeah, it's a weird world, dude. Public school's wonky. But
Public school is a
let's talk
terrifying
about
place.
the positives of public schools. Yeah.
Oh, like
Um,
why?
Yeah,
Like
cut all
Well,
that out.
I went to a nifty, neat little technical school that was pretty shit in most things, but the
I don't
shop
consider
classes-
that public school because you have to write a
Ooh,
note.
shop
to get
class.
Yeah,
An
you have
essay.
to. Yeah, but okay, but it's still considered a public school. It's just a select public school. Like you have to
In.
get. Anyway, but the shop
I
teachers
don't
were
care.
baller, right? So my shop teacher, I went for TV and radio. It was really cool. We were like, oh, we want to go film something in this room. She's like, okay, here's a pass. Have fun. And we'd just be gone
She's
for like
hot.
the 3 hours that. Yes, Tim met her once.
No, yeah, I met her. She's really hot.
Okay, awesome. She's also a
Really hot.
mother
I would,
of two.
I would bone her. I
You
would
can
bone
still
her.
be
She's a
hot and
mother
be
of
mom.
two.
God damn,
Yeah,
Brian.
Tim-
That makes her hotter, dude.
Yes, but Tim is a young man. This is a full-grown woman
I am.
who
Oh
who has a
yeah, she
husband.
is.
Ew.
Who
All right,
I actually,
reel it
speaking
in.
of which, one of the jokes we had was that we were like, hey, insert teacher name. We're going to fuck your husband. And she was like, you guys got to stop saying that. You guys are going to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's just that teacher. And we would order, like you guys said, like, we'd order food there a lot. Yeah, it was good fun. We just got to, like, do our own thing. It was really creative and enjoyable. But everything else about the school was pretty mid at best. It was just, like, normal shit.
I had a real like cool teacher, and it was like weird because he had the same last name as me, and I feel like my last name is pretty unique. And
Daddy.
yeah, like
Father?
he would always say we were related, but I don't think we were. But
You would just say that.
we're kind of the same. Like we both played bass, and like he would let me hang out in his room and like fix computers, and we'd fuck around like that. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of made
Imagine
me
just,
want to
like,
be a
he
teacher.
took you to the-
I think it'd be
Aw.
cool.
You'd have been a
That's
good
actually
teacher.
That's really inspirational. What if he like took you to the back of the classroom? He's like, listen,
No.
No, stop.
We're not
No.
going there. We're not
He was
going
like,
there.
he was like,
Tim.
listen, Joey, I gotta tell you, I'm your dad.
Okay,
Like, what would
well,
you do?
that's less bad.
I'm your father,
call me-
and your mother threw me out of your life.
Call me Joey.
also
So
called
here's
me
your
Joey.
Call me
inheritance.
Joey.
You literally just said Joey.
Oh, I got
And
crashed.
joke
He says,
failed.
Manny, 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 I'm your dad.
I'm your
Manny, I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your father.
I didn't
What would you
really
be?
have any
Little Manny would-
favorite teachers. I feel like my favorite teachers were like all the coaches in
Man,
high
you
school.
missed
Like
out.
they were cool teachers.
Man.
Yeah.
Like all the teachers you said coach whatever were the ones that were like, I don't give a fuck what you do in this class. This is health.
Yeah.
This is civics. Who gives a fuck what you do?
Current
Oh
events.
yeah, coaches.
Yeah.
Coaches would always teach health, and like they didn't know
One of the
what they were
coaches,
talking
though-
about.
Lucky with my teachers. Like, I remember most of my teachers, and like every time I see them, I'm like, oh my god, look who it is. Like,
Give it like 6 more years and you will literally know.
Yeah, I don't.
The only
I still talk to my
teacher I
elementary
had
school
in-
teachers. I just saw mine yesterday because her son and I are friends, right? And I had like a good 2 hour
Okay, that's a different
conversation.
story.
Yeah, but no, but it's like even when I see them out in the wild amongst the aisles of groceries, I'm like, hello, how are you? Like I'm
David's
really
mom was a
good-
teacher at my middle school. I see her every day. She's
Yeah.
going to be my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
My favorite teacher that I ever had was my mom, because my mom did teach me.
She was my favorite teacher. I mean, she
Yeah,
was a
she-
favorite
She
for the
taught
3
me
months.
math,
Wow.
and
Boo.
let me tell you, she
Math
was
is red.
she was math is
It's
red,
red for
She
a
taught
reason.
red.
so red. But yeah, she taught red.
Taught me how to read.
But she, like, you would think that, you know, having your child in the classroom, you would go easy on them.
No.
She did not.
She was
she-
ruthless.
No, that's
Was-
why that's like illegal, is because people a lot of the times they just go way hard on their own kids.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
she,
illegal.
So if you had an A in the class, you could exempt the final. I don't know if everywhere else does that.
Yeah.
Nope.
She made me come in and take the final.
Oh.
I was like,
That's
Mom.
funny. That's really she'd be like, pranked, son.
I should have
Get the
failed
fuck
it.
out
But
of here.
honestly, if I
Daughter.
purposefully failed it, I think she probably would have made me come back or do it at
and
home.
retake it.
She would
Yeah.
she would have just been like she would have been totally silent on the car ride home and just like beat you ruthlessly at your house.
Yeah.
My
Although,
God.
You met her, and you know that wouldn't happen.
My test scores that year, like the standardized test scores, were like outrageously good though.
Yeah.
She was like,
Really?
you did better than most of the people who have higher GPAs than you. And I was like, thanks.
You're like, because I'm terrified of you. I don't
Yeah.
have to take this class again.
Well, it's because every time that I'd start to zone out because of my ADHD, she'd be like, Maddie.
In front of everybody. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
mommy.
It was so embarrassing. She would be like, Maddie, where are your eyes? And I'd be like,
In my
That
head.
is fucked.
Dude, I would just get up and like shit on the desk. I would get spread eagle on the desk and shit. What I would do, dude. I
that
not
would
be
go
able to
so
handle
well
that.
in my mom's classroom.
I would
Yeah.
not.
Any classroom.
Yep, that is exactly what Tim would do. He would pull his pants down and shit on the desk. Yep.
I would do it, dude.
In high school, I had a teacher where if she saw you zoning out or anything, she had this like little foam knight because I was a school mascot. They sold them. She just had a foam and she'd just throw it at you, and you'd be like, "What?"
That's cool. I like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's good.
It-
That's really good.
It was really goofy because like she would like let the whole rest of the class know when she saw somebody sleeping. She'd be like snapping in the air. She'd be like, "Guys,
Yeah.
check this shit out."
I love that.
I would have a Nerf
Boom!
gun, dude.
Just throw it.
My
at
mom
them.
also
Have you
had
seen
one of
that
those
video-
air gun things. You know, It's like you pull back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's got like a bag inside it, and you let go. And it like shoots a
Like you-
burst of air.
Right.
Yeah, she would use that in her class sometimes.
Just fart in it and then
Yeah. My
shoot a
mom,
fart.
she'd fart to the air gun and then shoot the fart at her
God.
students.
She held them in all day just for the right moment.
That's literally
Yeah.
assault with a deadly weapon.
That's
She-
yeah, seriously, dude.
For breakfast every morning, she would have a
Noxious
protein
co-
shake
knockout
and
gas.
a can of black beans.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What?
Are you kidding?
No. Yes, I'm kidding.
Yes.
It's like, why the fuck would she just
Oh
do
No,
my
it?
that's
God, I
what
thought that
that
was
woman
real.
who sold jars
she had
of
a
her
bowl of-
farts on the internet.
There's
That's
a
what
lot
she
of
would
people
do.
who that.
Every morning she
Yeah.
would have a bowl of black beans and some Nickelodeon slime, and she would fucking shart into
Nickelodeon.
the air below her and then blow it on you.
Jesus.
Dude, honestly,
Wake the fuck up, dude.
honestly, I think it'd be really cool to be like a school teacher, because like one, like I'm really good with kids in the sense that like they never get on my nerves. Like yeah, it's like, okay, you're being a little bit of a shithead, you're being a little bit of a goofball, but it's like it never like gets to me, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I also love
You
the
would-
prospect of just like teaching kids things, like being like
You
a
would be a
music
great
teacher.
teacher.
I would like that. That sounds like the coolest fucking job in the world.
I have the
You have
exact
time.
opposite problem.
You shouldn't.
I fucking
You shouldn't
hate
go near
kids. I hate
schools at
kids
all.
so much.
Tim actually
Like,
is
if
banned
I'm-
from all
I'm
schools
banned.
legally.
I'm not allowed on school zone. I've beaten up too many toddlers. No, so, but like no offense, Rybone,
That's
but
okay.
like whenever your little sister's in the room, I just like try my best not to interact with her or to interact with her as little as possible.
I
Because
feel like that's
do
good
not
for
wanna
everybody
say,
involved.
Yeah, because I don't want to say anything really mean. Because that's when I lived with my baby cousins for a while, and anytime they would for a while, I just got so annoyed at them for doing stupid shit that they would walk in my room and be like, "Timmy, guess what?" And I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, dude! Shut up!"
He's like, my reaction is when she walks in the room, she's like, Ryan, guess what? I'm like, what? What do you want to show me? What is it? And then she's like, look, I put a pencil on the paper and I made a triangle. Look, it's a triangle. I'm like, damn, that's fucking cool, dude. Anything else you want to show me?
Damn,
Nah.
son.
She's like, I
that's
gotta
it.
show you what
She
I
walks
do.
I'm
Dude,
gonna show you something that I could do.
Yeah, I love that. No, but most
Why
of the
are
time
you up?
she'd walk in and she'd just hang on the door and just be like,
Yeah.
Ryan,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No. Whenever I have people over, that's when she's like kicks up the annoying level to like an 11. Because as soon as
It's
there's
like-
someone new around, her
Yeah.
brain just like, boom. She's like, I don't know what to do. I just need to interact with them.
That's
We
just
literally,
She's got
yeah,
ADHD for
Tim's
sure,
exactly correct. She walked in, held onto the door. Ryan, and she didn't say anything, and I was like, yeah. She's like, and she just walked out. Just turned around and walked out.
Mom found weed.
That's a real story. Yes, that did happen. So,
we could
yeah,
end it
so,
on that.
So, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna end on that story. So, my little brother, right? We're not gonna give the very specifics, but pretty much was pretty much caught with Boof in the house, right? And two things. One, he's way too young to have it, like way too young, right?
He's like middle aged.
Middle age.
Middle school aged.
Yes, actually. So, and my mother is very against it.
Right.
So we found the little sprinkles and crumbs all over the bathroom sink because he's a little bit of a moron, a little bit of a goofball. So Skylar, upon hearing my mother discovering
Skylar?
that, my little sister,
Okay.
immediately sprints upstairs to where Tim and I are. We're in the music room, just sitting there doing our little thing, jamming out. She sprints in. Ryan, mom found weed. Like she was like super confident in it, and we're like, huh? And we just like sprinted downstairs, and we saw the proof with our own two eyes. We're like blown away. We're like, we just never expected it. Blown away, baffled. But yeah,
You're like, I'll dispose of this.
it's like, don't worry, I got
No,
it.
no, 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 no.
I got it.
Snort it. I'm gonna inject these weeds into my veins.
I've been weeded.
I'm about to weed.
Weed me,
I'm about to
daddy.
weed.
She's like heating up weed in a spoon.
Dude, why are they heating up my vaccine in a spoon?
Why they doing that? Hey yo, what's that? Mescaline, right?
You keep referring to that drug. What is that? Explain it now.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's just a funny sounding drug. It's a really hard drug. It's like
How do you
as bad
spell
as
it?
like a carrot. It's like MES.
Oh, I found it. Mescaline.
There you go.
The fuck is a mescaline? It's a psychedelic. What?
All right, so you can take us out anytime, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We don't gotta
Well-
we don't gotta go
well-
down the mescaline hole.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I'm gonna be honest.
That sounds awful. The mescaline hole. Dude, that's an injection site right there.
Well,
that's
anyway,
really something.
Thank you all for watching. It's just been a wonderful, anything
No.
but productive hour. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all
What
for
we do.
listening. And everyone, say your farewells.
Goodbye, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Make sure to leave reviews on Spotify
Leave really
and
bad ones. Leave
Apple.
bad ones.
No,
No.
leave good ones. 5 stars only.
Yeah, 5
Unless
stars.
you dislike Tim, which that makes
Make
4
sure-
stars acceptable.
Make sure to dislike the video because none of us can see how many there are.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. And also subscribe or I'll kill you.
5 stars and then write a really bad paragraph. Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's it.